not nice to eavesdrop, but it's fun. So let's check in on the comedy of errors at the Baxter. On the little things in life. Brought to you by Datro, the new non-aspirin pain reliever from Bristol-Myers.
Thing tonight?
We're going because you got the phone when Eleanor called, and I'm sure she said, "Darling, you've got to come. You're always the life of the party." And you said, "Oh, we'll be there."
So it's my fault we're going.
Yeah,
huh?
I think so.
I bet it'll be a buffet supper. I hate those things.
My hair looks awful.
Oh, it looks fine. If there's anything I dislike, it's trying to eat dinner on one of those wobbly buffet tables. No place to put your legs.
Oh, I doubt if it's even buffet tables tonight. I think she's asked about 30 people.
Oh, no.
I think so.
That means trying to balance a plate on my knees or sitting side saddle near some desk or piano stool.
I know. Hope she doesn't have something that has to be cut with a knife. Not if we have to eat with our plates on our knees.
Eleanor always has those darn molded salads. They start melting, and you spend half the time trying to keep it from sliding off on the floor.
I know. Well, I just have to put on nail polish, and then I'm ready.
I'll make you a bet.
Oh.
We'll either have shish kebab on those skewers.
Oh, no, not with that many people.
Okay, then it'll be lobster Newburg or some shrimp concoction.
Not with the price of lobster or shrimp these days.
Well, then we'll have what Eleanor calls her famous chicken paprika.
Yes, that's probably what we'll have.
Now, listen. We cannot stay late. This is not the weekend. I have to go to work tomorrow. We leave this party at 11 o'clock sharp. Agreed?
Agreed. But when I sidle up to you and say, "Dear, it is 11 o'clock, time to go," don't give me this "go, why, it's hardly dark" routine. You always do that to me.
Okay.
Oh, well, you always claim you hate to go to parties. I never get you to go home. You know, almost always we're the last to leave. Almost always.
We'll be the last to get there, too, if you don't step on it.
Well, I'm just trying the nail polish. I'll be right with you.
Remember now, we're leaving the party at 11 sharp.
11 sharp. Fine. You remember it because I know how you are. So when I come up to you and I say...
Oh, of course he left Cranshaw just standing there.
That's so funny.
Dear, it is now 11:30.
Oh, don't make him go yet.
I'm not making him go home, Anne. I mean, he's the one who, has
Oh,
to work.
he's so funny. We've been sitting here just howling. I don't know when I've laughed so much.
Come on now.
Oh, you're funnier than Bob Hope or Jonathan Winters or...
You told me to tell you when it was 11 o'clock.
Yeah, well, I know, but I mean...
I told you when it was 11, and you just stared at me. It is now 11:30. You want to go home or not?
Oh, you can't drag him home yet, really. We've all been sitting here in...
Well, he just made my party.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. I just love having him. Oh, and you too, dear.
Thank you, Eleanor.
But I don't know why you always want to drag him home.
Well, if he were mine, I think I'd want to drag him home, too. He must be absolutely marvelous to live with. He must just keep you laughing all the time.
Yes. Well, he's fun to live with. Yes, we spend a good deal of our time just laughing.
Oh, I'll bet you do.
Look, I think probably I'd better get on home since my boss here says I've got to go to work tomorrow. All right, sweetheart, I'll be right with you. I'll say goodnight to Jack.
Dear.
Hey, Jack, you had a great party, fella.
Really, as Anne said, it must be really exciting to live with a man who's so amusing. I wish Jack was that way. He comes home, either watches TV or sits with his nose in a book.
Jack does. Why, I think your husband's very amusing. Very entertaining. In fact, he told a story tonight, something that happened to him in Florida, that I thought was the funniest thing I'd ever heard.
Jack did?
Yes, he was marvelous. We were all practically rolling on the floor. Oh, your husband has this really incredible sort of intellectual wit. He
Okay,
really
honey,
does.
let's go. Eleanor, your dinner was a feast for the gods, and I am delighted to say you provided the goddesses to go with it.
Oh, I just wish you didn't have to drag him away.
Are you ready to leave?
What's the matter with you?
Let's go. I'll talk to you when we get home.
All right, let's have it. You didn't speak to me in the car all the way home, so what's the problem?
Just get undressed and go to bed. I don't even want to discuss it.
Well, what did I do? Honey, Sweetheart.
Don't sweetheart me.
Well, just tell me what I did.
All right, I will. First of all, what was the terribly funny thing that happened at your office?
Yeah.
I said, what was it?
Huh? Oh, well, I don't know.
Ann told me you told something that was killingly funny that happened at your office.
Oh, I don't know. It wasn't anything special.
Well, since Ellen and Ann nearly died laughing and all the others, it must have been something especially amusing.
Well, I don't know. It wasn't anything. You know how they are. They laugh at anything. Where are my pajamas?
Why, they always are.
Oh, boy, you are mad, aren't you?
You told me you wanted to leave that party at 11 sharp, and it went at 11:30, I reminded you. You said hilariously, oh, the boss here says I have to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, that. Yeah, I was just being funny.
Explain the joke to me.
Well, you sure are burned up about something, aren't you?
You know, you give me orders when we leave home that I make sure you leave the party at a certain time, and then everybody is furious at me, acts as though I'm a killjoy, a prison guard.
Oh, no, they don't.
Oh, yes, they do.
All right. But that's not what you're really mad at, is it?
No.
Well, what is it? Let's have it. Come on, let's hear it.
All right. Why is it when you're with me alone, you never tell me the funny stories that happen at the office?
Oh.
I don't say I'm bored with you, and in our home married life, we've had good times and laughed about a million things, and I find you interesting and amusing. But not always.
Well, nobody's interesting and amusing always.
All right, I grant you that. But suddenly, at a party, you're like a Roman candle. You burst into life. Everybody's always telling me how killingly funny you are, citing stories I've never heard of. Now, just now I asked you what was so funny that happened at the office that killed them tonight, and you said, oh, it was nothing special. I mean, don't I count or what?
Oh, of course you do. I don't know. When a husband comes home from the office, he's tired. He wants to relax. He hasn't the energy to be entertaining, I guess. Well, it may be wrong, but I suppose a husband feels his wife loves him whether he's amusing or not.
Oh, I see.
Many times I come home and I think, oh, I must tell her about that funny thing that happened, and then, well, I'm tired, I guess, and then I think, oh, why bother? She loves me anyway.
I see.
No, I don't know whether you do or not. It's just that when you go to a party, you sort of perk up. People listen.
And I don't listen?
No, not always. The phone rings, or you have to feed the dog, or Debbie wants you, or you have to turn down the oven or something.
Oh, that's true. Well, I understand. Many times I'm going to tell you something that happened to me, and then I think, oh, I'm too tired, and I've won him. I'm married to him anyway.
Well, you see.
However, I would like to hear the funny story that laid them in the aisle, so to speak, tonight. Tired or not, tell it, honey.
All right. Our sales manager, Bob Williams, has had to lose weight, but he hasn't bought any new clothes, so his pants are practically falling off him. So, today his parents showed up while Bob was talking to a very important client, and as I went past him, I whispered, I mumbled, your parents are in town, and he thought I said, your pants are falling down. So he let out this yell and raced for the men's room, leaving the boss and the client wondering if he lost his mind, and that's the story.
And beautifully told. That's what wowed them at the party?
Well, I told it with more...
Yes, you did.
Listen, I'm sorry.
Really?
And I'm also sorry that when you told me it was 11 o'clock that I didn't immediately say, let's go.
Well, just once. Could you act like I'm not some sort of parole officer?
Yeah.
Just once?
I don't know. I get to parties and I can't leave.
I know. Well, let's get to bed. You do have to work tomorrow. I've set the alarm already. Let's get some sleep. Oh, poor Eleanor.
Huh? What do you mean? Stuck with all those dishes tonight?
Oh, no. She was raving so about you, I told her I'd found her husband very funny. She was astonished. You know, I think Jack bores her.
He bores everybody. I mean, he's a really nice guy, but he can't tell anything without going into 6,000 details.
I think Jack does just what you do. He's too tired to tell her anything interesting. And I just think it's time you husbands learn that wives need to be entertained, too.
Uh-huh. Yeah. When shall I start?
Not tonight. Good night, dear.
Good night.
I'm a homemaker, and I work part-time, too, so I get my share of headaches. But I don't take aspirin. It can irritate my stomach. So I've used Tylenol. It's easier on my stomach. But then I learned about new Datril. I compared labels. Datril has no aspirin either. Both have the same pain reliever, same effectiveness. But compare prices. Datril can cost less. So shop for the best prices and save money.
Datril, new from Bristol-Myers.
I sweep my floor and I still hear sugar underfoot. I hate that straw broom.
That's the kind of dirt straw brooms miss. But an O-Cedar angler broom would get it. Angler bristles are cut on an angle to keep more tips on the floor, and the tips are closer together. O-Cedar angler gets the dirt other brooms miss.
O-Cedar makes your life easier.
What do you hear from your floor?
Not a sound. O-Cedar makes your life easier.
The Little Things in Life has been brought to you by the O-Cedar Angler Broom. It gets the dirt other brooms miss. This program comes to you from the Radio Playhouse.